Long before Europe's medieval castles rose, there was a mighty empire in the Horn of Africa. An empire whose merchants sailed the Red Sea, whose kings struck coins of gold, and whose name stood alongside Rome, Persia, and China. This was the Aksum Empire. Welcome to my channel. Today we'll explore the grandeur of Aksum, a name that echoes with the rhythm of ancient power. Imagine standing amidst towering structures that whisper tales of a glorious past. Welcome to Aksum, where history comes alive. Aksum's power thrived due to its strategic location at the crossroads of Africa, Arabia, and Asia. From its bustling port of Adulis, treasures such as ivory, gold, and incense flowed northward to the Mediterranean, while silks and spices embarked on journeys from India and beyond. Trade wasn't just commerce for Aksum, it was a lifeline to the world. It brought not just wealth and influence, but also the exchange of ideas, cultures, and innovations. Imagine a marketplace where merchants from distant lands gather, each with stories and goods from faraway places. It's a melting pot of cultures, a symphony of languages, and a treasure trove of exotic wares. In Aksum, trade wasn't just a means of exchange. It was a celebration of the interconnectedness of the human experience. In the 4th century, under the reign of King Ezana, Aksum made a pivotal choice. It embraced Christianity, becoming one of the earliest nations globally to do so. This pivotal moment tied the empire to the Byzantine world and bestowed upon Ethiopia a spiritual identity that has resonated through the ages. The influence of Christianity not only shaped religious practices, but also contributed to the preservation of ancient traditions and cultural heritage. But Aksum's impact went beyond trade and faith. It left an indelible mark with its coins, the first African empire to mint its own currency. These coins, stamped with the image of the king and symbols of power, were a declaration to the world. We are here. We are strong. They circulated not just in local markets, but across distant lands, carrying with them the name and might of Aksum. However, no empire's reign is eternal. By the 7th century, the emergence of Islam began to shift the dynamics of trade and power across the Red Sea. Arab rulers started dominating commerce, and Aksum's once thriving lifeline of trade was gradually cut off. Imagine the bustling port of Adulis, once teeming with activity, now eerily silent, the ships gone, the merchants dispersed. It's a stark reminder of how the ebb and flow of history can transform a nation's fortunes. Concurrently, the land itself grew weary. Decades of overfarming, deforestation, and changing climates took a toll on the empire. Harvests dwindled, famines emerged, and the backbone of Aksum, its agriculture, began to crumble. It's a sobering tale of environmental challenges that even mighty empires couldn't overcome. By the 10th century, Aksum's glory had faded. Its great cities were abandoned, its once formidable power reduced to a shadow of its former self. The empire that had rivaled Rome in influence and trade now receded from the historical narrative. Yet Aksum didn't fade into oblivion. Its influence on Ethiopian identity is profound. The Christian legacy it established laid the foundation for Ethiopia's unique cultural and religious heritage, and the memory of its achievements continued to inspire. As you walk among the ruins of Aksum today, you're not just observing ancient stones. You're connecting with a civilization that once flourished. The massive stelae, or obelisks, standing tall against the sky, are silent sentinels of a glorious past. They were not just erected as monuments, but served as eternal markers of an empire's grandeur. Empires rise and empires fall. That's the cycle of history. But the story of Aksum is a testament to human endeavor, faith, innovation, and the relentless march of time. It's a narrative that deserves to be remembered, not just because it shaped Ethiopia's identity, but because it was a vital part of a larger global story. A story of interconnectedness that reminds us of the richness and complexity of our shared human heritage. If you found this journey through history insightful, don't forget to give this video a like. Subscribe to our channel for more captivating tales from the past. Share it with those who appreciate the echoes of ancient civilizations. Your engagement fuels our passion for bringing history to life. Thank you for being a part of our story.